Hi, and welcome to the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Jerry Bembry, sports writer with the Sun. While the Glenelg boys basketball team is unranked, the Gladiators still have a shot at first place in Howard County. To keep pace with first place Oakland Mills, Glenelg this week had to get past county rival Wilde. Let's take a look at the highlights.
The Gladiators of Glenelg were looking to keep their storied season in full swing against the tough Wildcat team from Wilde. Action up front with this nice pickoff move by Eric Breland, who sends it out to Brett Robertson, who returns the favor back to Breland up and in for the early Gladiator lead. Breland finished with 29. Naima Wilson pulls the Wildcats out in front with this 17-footer, nothing but net. Wilson with 13. But Breland showed his flexibility on the inside with a follow-up, and Glenelg was up on top by 3. Wild Lake sharpshooter Jeff Bright caught fire with this flame from three-point range. The Wildcats, led by Bright's 24, were back in control. Good fast break action near the end of the first half, led by Curran Oates with this feed to Brandon Roberts, followed by this move to the hole by Chris Bowen, even to score. But Wildcat Brandon McCreary, who scored a baker's dozen, ups the ante with this drive and the deuce, only to be outdone before intermission by Jeff Starcher. He'll go strong to the bucket and give the Gladiators a 6-point lead. After the break, Brandon McCreary gets the Wildcats jumping with this three-pointer. And Jeff Bright stepped up the pressure even more with this glide through the lane and the deuce. Suddenly, the Wildcats were on top by 1. But Eric Breland quickly answers with a slam of authority with time expiring. It gives the Gladiators the 1-point victory over a relentless Wildcat team.
Now let's take a look at some other results on the Geico Direct scoreboard.
The Cavaliers from South Carroll were looking to rise to the occasion in Lion Country against the scrappy league rival Liberty. South Carroll capitalized on strong inside penetration all night, featuring a game-high 15 points from senior forward Dave Kiefer. But the Lions were not without a roar of their own. Tom Warner will sink 3 of his 12 on the night. The Lions would stay close throughout the first quarter. At Hinesville, they touch with jumper from the top of the key. The Cavs open up a 7-point lead in the second. Adam finished with 10, but Liberty never let the game get away. Mike Brewer goes up strong under the boards for this deuce. The Cavaliers steal under those. Dan Tompkins picks this one off. He'll go all the way to the bucket, opening up a 9-point lead. But Liberty would cut it down to 7 before the half. Mike Coleman for 2 of his 11. After intermission, Ben Carr took over. He'll strip the ball and race to the hole. He would wind up with 11 points for the contest. But again, Liberty would just not surrender and pulled him on the front with this flow on the miss. And Mark Falcone. The Lions would think upset, but that's as close as it gets. Dave Kiefer and the Cavaliers were just too strong on this night. They hold on for a 3-point victory over Liberty.
The early signing period for high school athletes began this week. Here's a look at where some of this area's top athletes will be attending college.
The county's best squared off in dual meet action. Old Mill in blue, Arundel in green. Old Mill won the first 4 matches, starting with Stuart Cohen at 103. At 112, Dwayne Jones posted a 15-13 upset win over number 6, Sean Weber. At 125, top-ranked Chris Combs gave his team 6 points with a pin. Number 6, Eric Hill, also posted a pin for the Mill at 135. Arundel would inch closer with the middleweights. From 140, Pat Croce catches James Fleming. And Dan Nucci, the 152-pounder, does the same to Dan Connolly. But the big guys would pull through for Old Mill. Antoine Corsi decisions Mark Tribett 17-5 in the 160-pound match. And heavyweight Dave Kim wins as well. It helps Old Mill take down Arundel, the final 32-21.
When we come back, St. Mary's tries to maintain its number 2 ranking against third-ranked Seton. That girls' basketball game is Dick's Sporting Goods' big game of the week. And it's next on the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show. Welcome back. It's been a challenging week for the Seton basketball team. On Monday, the Gators beat 4th-ranked Roland Park, following 2 days later with a win over 12th-ranked St. Francis. All that was build-up for last night's matchup against kid-ranked St. Mary's. Number 2 St. Mary's and number 3 Seton Keogh is Dick's Sporting Goods' big game of the week. Before we join Dave Goldman at the game, let's meet this week's classroom stars. First, from Seton Keogh, we salute junior guard Megan Allen, who has a 3.2 grade point average. And from St. Mary's, we honor senior forward Amy Mulligan, who has a 4.2 GPA. Now let's go courtside for the action.
Big game's an understatement as the number 3 Seton Keogh Gators charged into second-ranked St. Mary's with hopes of the upset and payback from an earlier loss to the Saints in December. Right off the opening tip, it was Seton Keogh. It's shot so Malavia Barrena will hit. Now with the shot clock at 1, Malavia Barrena drives the lane, and the lady from Spain gives the Gators a shocking 12-0 lead. St. Mary's took over 5.5 minutes to get its first bucket, but this 3 to end the first from Emily Lipton cuts the deficit to 13-7. The Saints get to within 1 after Maria Smear drains another. She had 9 points. Here, the 18-4 Gators work the ball well. Underneath, Sarah Walsh finding Denise King. Again underneath, this time it's Smear getting the defense off balance for 2 more. Coach Harry Dobson likes the heady play. Without a doubt, though, the star of the night was Seton Keogh's Denise King, who carried her hungry Gators throughout. Time and time again hitting big threes to keep the Saints at a distance. Here, the lead bulges to 9, courtesy of King, who scored 22 points. Combine that with a superb defensive performance from Seton Keogh and an off-night shooting from the outside for St. Mary's, and surprise, surprise, Seton Keogh wins going away by 14 as our big game produces an even bigger upset.
We just wanted to come out and play hard and put forth our best effort, and we did that tonight.
Our games are never pretty. So, I mean, that's a normal game for us, and we're never pretty. Kind of like their coach. You know what I mean? So it was a good effort by our kids. We have a few more to go there. No, we haven't won anything yet.
Despite home court advantage and a boisterous crowd, it was not a day for the Saints, more like the Gators, as they put forth one of their best defensive efforts of the season in a convincing 47-33 victory. Reporting from St. Mary's High School in Annapolis, I'm Dave Goldman for the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show.
Thanks, Dave. When Keith Schertle took over as Loyola swimming coach in 1996, it was on an interim basis. Schertle is the full-time coach now, and tonight he's hoping to lead the Dons to its 6th straight MIAA swimming championship. Let's meet Keith Schertle, the Toyota Coach of the Week.
Last year, during one of our practices, I pulled all the seniors out on purpose and let the kids look at who we had left. And I said, this is what we have next year. And the point was, we had to start getting ready to last year for this year.
And what Loyola High School swimming coach Keith Schertle was preparing for was another MIAA title for the Dons. A standout swimmer himself in the MSA back in the early 80s, Keith isn't relying on any standouts on the team this year, just good all-out team effort.
This year we're good. But without having those All-Americans, that means I need to move around kids a lot more often than I have in the past. And so far, everything we set up, and the kids knew they had to get that 3rd or that 4th or that 5th, they've done it, which is really, really unique.
And what is also unique is the way Coach Schertle handles his team when it comes to academics versus swimming.
Our practice starts right about 3:05, but I have kids that come in at 3:15 or 3:30 because they know that if they need to see a teacher about anything, that comes first, and then they come down. And we go over this in the beginning of the year. I don't want a long explanation of why they're late. That's fine. They need to see a teacher. That's good. Get here as you can. And daily, kids are dropping in past 3 o'clock because that's what comes first. And it's working. It's working so well. It's unbelievable.
Congratulations, Keith Schertle. Now let's meet some of the area's best student athletes.
Coming up next is the best 5 plays of the week on the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show.
Each week, Toyota and the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show recognizes outstanding male and female athletes of the week. Today's female winner is Felicia Holloway, a senior center on the St. Mary's basketball team. Felicia dominated play in a recent stretch when St. Mary's beat 3 ranked opponents. And the male winner is Mike Faust, a junior on the Gilman wrestling team. Mike is ranked #1 in the state in the heavyweight division. We salute Felicia and Mike, the Toyota Athletes of the Week.
Basketball's something with discipline and patience a lot of times because you have to get up and go to practice in the morning, like on Saturday mornings when you want to sleep in. You have to get your homework done before practice or after practice. You get so frustrated with playing sometimes. You can't get calls to go your way, or you didn't get a pass that you wanted, or things like that. So you just have to keep going hard.
And going hard describes St. Mary's standout Felicia Holloway to a T. Last week alone, she totaled 60 points, 10 steals, 7 assists, and 5 blocked shots. A senior honor roll student, Felicia has been awarded a full scholarship to Iona of New York next year, something she is truly looking forward to.
So my parents wanted to go away, and I wanted to play for a school that had a program. I definitely wanted to go to Division I, but I wanted to add something and be able to help and bring something to the program.
And what Felicia will bring to Iona is what she has brought to the unprecedented Saints program all year long.
She has a big presence inside. We have great guards, and we need a post player to get the ball into, and that makes the guards better. She just makes the whole team better.
And our congratulations to Felicia Holloway, our Toyota Female Athlete of the Week.
Starting to count on Mike for more than just victories now. We're counting on him for 6 points, which is a pin.
I like to think I demand a lot of myself. I have pretty high expectations in the classroom and on the athletic field because I feel that God has bestowed a lot upon me, and if I don't work to the best of my ability, then I'm sacrificing the gift.
And that gift has come in the form of a 27-1 record on behalf of the Gilman Greyhounds, including 16 pins, coupled with 81 career wins and only 6 defeats overall. A true testament to the strong work ethic of this honor roll athlete.
I pride myself on having a strong work ethic. I spend a lot of time after wrestling practice in the weight room and at home on my studies, getting ready for school.
A stand-up football and baseball player, Mike also sees the need to stand by young people who look up to him.
I think it's important to give back to the community. I'm actually a mentor at Gilman, and I have a 6th grade mentee who I know looks up to me a lot, and I enjoy, being a role model for him and any other little kids in the school.
And we are proud to honor you, Mike Faust, as our Toyota Male Athlete of the Week.
Now for this week's highlights. They include the Best Buy Play of the Week and the Best Buy Best Cheer.
Our plays of the week open up with defense. And a little rejection to get your Saturday going, courtesy of Jerome Parkinson, with the save by Chad Fawcett. Meantime, Keisha Blackwell of Seton Keogh rejects all notions of defense. She'll drive the lane for 2 and the foul. Next up, it's all baseline with a little reversal from Adam Hines of South Carroll. But Chris Bowen of Glenelg tops them all this week. He gives new meaning to the term long distance. Dial it up twice, operator. Collect call from Chris Bowen. No charge, Chris, when you're the Best Buy Outstanding Play of the Week.
Our Best Buy Best Cheer this week comes courtesy of the Lions from Liberty. You are now nominated to be honored as the Best Buy Cheerleaders of the Year. Congratulations, ladies.
When we come back, we'll meet this week's Papa John's featured student athlete. Don't go away. When the feet of Mike Wheeler reached size 14, he acquired some interesting nicknames, like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and Gigantor. But don't laugh at Mike. His feet and long arms have earned the McDonough swimmer recognition both locally and nationally. Let's meet Mike Wheeler, the Papa John's featured student athlete.
The mental aspect is really something I battle with every day in practice. I do. Especially being a distance swimmer and not really stopping, but just having to keep going and going like a distance runner. It's really mentally draining at times, and that's what you practice for most often is more the mental aspect. I've done as many practices as 11 practices in a week, which is like doubles every day plus Saturday last summer, and that's what's really paid off. And you have to do that as a distance swimmer.
And going the distance and paying off describes Mike Wheeler's swimming career at McDonough. This Olympic hopeful and two-time All-American senior holds 8 school records and has signed with the University of Virginia. Yet, he takes it all in stride.
He's one of the top national level swimmers in the country, and he keeps all things in perspective. He doesn't walk around campus like he's better than anyone else. Just looks like your everyday kid, but when it comes time to get in the pool, he really excels.
The record board here at McDonough looks more like something you'd see at a delicatessen, with the name Wheeler on the menu 6 times. That's because of Mike's desire to swim and his desire to win, helping him to maintain that all-star status.
I think the part that really stands out is, I guess, just I like to get out in front and stay in the front. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to come from behind or do stuff like that. I guess my strategy is what makes me really stand out.
Goals right now for this honor roll standout, who has been ranked 7th nationally in both the 400 and 800-meter freestyle events, include cutting time for upcoming trials and keeping a positive attitude day in and day out.
My goal is to make Olympic trials this summer. I'm less than 2 seconds away, 400 and 400-meter freestyle, and I'm less than like 5 seconds away in the mile. So I don't know, if you have the right coaches and the right outlook and the right teammates to train with, even if they're not doing exactly what you're doing, if they're not training, the miles and extra miles that I swim every day, it's all the attitude of the people around you that really helps you.
Thanks, Elena. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show. And don't forget, this is the regular slot of the rest of the school year, Saturday at 8 p.m. I'm Jerry Bembry, sports writer with the Sun. Until next Saturday.